that 2017 draft, Leonard Fournette's in that draft, Christian McCaffrey's in that draft, Dalvin Cook's in that draft, Joe Mixon is in that draft. And you're like, okay, you size these guys up. Now, hold on. Me and Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, we all, Joe Mixon, we about the same size. Leonard Fournette, a little taller, a little heavier, but hey, I hold my own. I'm doing this in the SEC. So what's up? Third, Fournette off the board first, and then C-Mac, I played with his dad, then Dalvin, Joe Mixon, like, hold on, whoa.
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna overlook your boy?
Yeah, man. So a lot of people ask me about that, and I was like, you can ask like anybody around me that's close to me. I was never really worried about my position, my draft, the stock of it. I wasn't worried about like, oh, he's projected to go, because I was projected to go first round.
Right.
Like after my combine, I killed the combine. So it was like, oh man, he's helped himself. He might go first round, he might go second round, he might go. I was like, man, I'm not into predicting nothing, though. I'm like, yo, I had my mom, my brother, and like a couple of my friends, my sister, we was just watching. They one go by, not all. They're like, man, it's okay, man. They should have drafted you. I'm like, man, where we going? Y'all want to go out? Like, I'm still celebrating because I'm like, man, I done worked so hard to get to this point. I'm like celebrating everything that's like happened to me, from Bama to Hutch and just to be able to be in that position of being on the TV. Like, yeah, this kid, he could go any day from any round from 1 to 2 to 3. Like, I'm just blessed to be in the conversation. I'm cool.
Okay.
So a lot of dudes, like you mentioned, the Dalvins and the Christians and the Leonards, they put in a lot more work than me as far as their college careers went. They had a full body of work, and it was a consistent body of work. With me, I had to, I kind of had to do a little hokey pokey and turn around and do what I had to do. But, nonetheless, still blessed. So, they took round 2 goes, and it was some rumblings like I might get drafted in the second round. I might. Don't happen. I'm like, man, I'm good. Like, people checking on you. You know how that go. People checking on you. Like, man, you better than da-da-da. It's like, I don't care. It's not about that. It just, it is what it is. It got to fall out. It got to happen how it got to happen. So then the third round comes, and, I'm looking at it, and 504 number calling. I'm like, hello? Like, hey, Alvin, it's Sean Payton. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, we gone. We off the board. With the 67th pick in the 2017 NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints select Alvin Kamara, running back, Tennessee. I'm like, finally, I'm cool. Like, I was content. I was fine. I'm like, finally, everybody can stop talking about you should have been this round and that round. Like, all right, I was the third pick. It's done. Now it's time to get to work.
What I tell young guys is not how high you go, it's where you go. You could have went higher and not gone to someone that their offensive mind is like Sean Payton. You could have gone somewhere that they don't have a Drew Brees. And so now Alvin Kamara goes somewhere and they don't use him like the Saints use him to showcase all of his ability. Not only his rushing ability, but also his receiving ability out of the backfield. We'll line him up in the slot. We'll put him out wide. Y'all put a safety on him, we're throwing the ball. Y'all put a linebacker on him, we damn sure going to throw him the ball. So it wasn't how high you went, it was where you went that ultimately gave you an opportunity to show what you could really do.
Exactly. And that was the most important thing for me. Like we talked about earlier, it's like, once I know I'm with Sean Payton, Drew Brees, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's the perfect situation. I can't beat it.
Right.
Now it's up to me to take advantage.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something for two something.